When it comes to the PERQUE Digesta Guard, I'm aware that the cultures are made in a rice medium. However, I was asked the question if the origin of the strains were from human products or where they were from.
Good question about probiotics and which strains does PERQUE include in PERQUE Digesta Guard. And the answer is that PERQUE uses the most potent human implantable strains. Now, it turns out that when you get into the microbiology of which poop was the organism identified from, what you want is the specific strain of organisms that works best in the human GI tract. Now, it turns out that not all of those strains came from humans. They come from other animals that have very similar digestion with regard to those specific strains. So I'd like to tell you that, oh yes, we only use specialized people who have super healthy digestion, and it's their poop that's used to identify and cultivate the microbial strains. No company that makes probiotics will guarantee you that. You can go to the labs where they culture the organisms. You can't tell where they came from. And while it would be theoretically preferable to have super healthy people giving super healthy human organisms that are somehow identified as better, the logistics, the cost of doing that would be, from what I've been told, beyond prohibitive. And what's really important is you want the strain of probiotic that plays best in the human GI tract and that plays best with others. So we can't guarantee which higher primate or which organism or which animal the strain comes from. What we can guarantee is that over the many years, as there have been improvements in understanding of which family of probiotic organisms are most effective in enhancing digestion and reversing the maldigestion, the enteropathy, the digestive impairments, the enteropathies, the leaky gut syndromes, that we can affirm that PERQUE Digesta Guard is the most potent. As you know, you can actually make yogurt overnight out of PERQUE Digesta Guard, whereas I'm unaware of any other probiotic that is that alive to be able to make your own yogurt from it. So you want the most human active strains. And while it would be ideal for them to come from super healthy individuals, and then you might get into, should men give probiotics to men and women give probiotics to women, you can actually end up with a whole bunch of questions for which we have no answers at the moment. But it's an interesting question. And what we want is the most human active strains, regardless of the organism or the animal from which they came.